Shishya does not mean that you come and ram into me and then say that I had asked you to come closer. Believe me, for coming closer, it's not necessary for you to break my bones. Coming close means becoming one with my soul, forming a bond with my soul and with my heart. When the disciple reaches the third stage, he comes closer to the Guru. Coming closer means that even his thoughts are not his own. In this state, there remains no questions in his mind. Then he does not even think whether the Guru is an ordinary man of flesh and blood or he is a god. He only thinks that he is his Guru and his Guru is everything for him. When his thinking transforms in this manner and when he touches the feet of the Guru, he realizes divinity in those holy feet. When this happens, his eyes fill up with tears of joy, and thus the disciple learns how to devote himself fully. When he becomes fully devoted, he obtains everything from the Guru. In this relation of Guru and disciple, there is no give and take. Establishing yourself in the soul of the Guru means getting closer to him so that your soul and his soul fuse to become one, and even your physical form becomes one with that of the Guru. All the time, only one thought should remain in your mind, and that is how to make the Guru happy, because then the body of the Guru becomes your own, and if a thorn pricks the feet of your Guru, you feel the pain, you feel restless. You shall not be in distress, but shall still experience restlessness. Then you shall know that something is wrong. This shall happen only when your soul fuses with mine and becomes one with it. They shall become one when you become a disciple, when you devote yourself. Akiyan ki kar kotari, putli palang bichai, palkan ki chik dar ke, piyu ko liya rinjai. These lines were spoken by Meera, and she says, Akiyan ki kar kotari, that is, I want to make a room of my eyes. Putli palang bichai, I want to make a bed of the pupils in my eyes. Palkan ki chik darike, with the image of my beloved in my eyes, I shall close the curtain of my eyelids. Piyu ko liya rinjai, and thus I shall win over my beloved. She further says, Na mai dekhu aur ko, that is, then I shall look at no other man. Na tohe dekan dehu, and neither shall I let you see anyone else when I shall have confined you within my eyes. This is the state of complete devotion, and on reaching this stage, Kabir says, Main tumhari bahuriya hoon. That is, I am your beloved. And this is why the Shishyopanishad says that Guru and disciple are like two lovers, because the most close relation in this world is between two lovers, and such closeness is not seen even in the relation between a parent and a child or between a brother and a sister. This is because in this relation there is always something new and fresh. There is a deep longing to meet again and again. Both remain restless to be together. If the girl fails to turn up one day, the boy feels uneasy and worries lest she is unwell. Or maybe he thinks her parents have stopped her from coming to him and he starts abusing them. He remembers that she had promised to meet him in Connaught Place. He looks at his wristwatch and realizes that there are still 5 minutes left. Perhaps she will come, he thinks. 2 hours pass and he still keeps waiting. It cannot be her fault, he says to himself. It is her father who is so mean. He decides to go to her house. What if her father sees me, he thinks. Still gathering some courage, he reaches her place and keeps standing some distance from her house in the hope that she would appear in the window or the terrace. She won't appear, and all night he shall remain perturbed. He cannot even ring her up because each time he gives a call, her mother picks up the phone. Why doesn't this old woman die? He says to himself. The whole night is spent waking without a moment's mental peace because this is the relation of two lovers and not a husband and wife. If you say to your wife that you don't wish to have food, instead of asking you if you are well or not, she won't even care and shall say, "Fine then, you can eat tomorrow." As lovers, you may have loved her deeply and your sweet affair may have lasted 2 years, but as soon as you got married, all the enthusiasm and love seemed to have vanished forever. You won't even feel like talking to her and shall start looking for another girlfriend. You shall think that now she is your wife, thus she shall remain forever, so there is nothing to worry about her. She shall ask you why you came late from office. You shall reply that you work in an office and that you are not her servant to arrive exactly at 5 o'clock. This is the same girl you loved so dearly. She will say that she has not had food since the previous evening and you shall not care at all. You shall ask her to better go to the doctor and then you shall not give another thought to her illness. This is because the mutual attraction has vanished. No such love exists between a husband and a wife. This is why it's always said that the deepest love is between two lovers. The same close bond must exist between a guru and a disciple, between a devotee and God. If one of the two has promised to meet at 3 o'clock and does not turn up, then the other should feel uneasy, worried and impatient.